Thank you for being here. This is a very big moment in the history of Kenyan athletics, and I really don't need to stand here, particularly in this country and to this audience, to say that my visit here is also a personal one, because so much of my career as a competitive athlete, long before most of you were born in this room, was defined by great races and great competitions with Kenyan athletes. And Kenyan athletes had made a huge mark on our global sport way before I became a senior international athlete. We go back into the 1960s with great athletes, well, Amos Biwott, your first Olympic medalist, Kip Keino, Timu, and the list continues right on into my generation. So your history is our history is your history. And I'm delighted to be here, and I'm delighted that we're here to celebrate the largest track and field event that has come to the continent of Africa. We have had Continental Cups or World Cups. We've had 2 editions of the World Cross Country Championships. The last one just a few months ago in Kampala. I was here in 2007 with many of my colleagues from the council today for the last edition in Africa in Mombasa. But to have a World Championships here is very important. And it signifies the continued commitment that Kenya has for our sport. I was very pleased to be able to pay a visit to the President of Kenya just a few minutes ago, where he committed and has continued to commit to the sport and to look at the sport more broadly than just simply elite competition, which of course you have excelled at over the years, but the opportunity to allow our sport to help in national alignments around health, around cohesion, around community building, all the things that we know running and track and field does, and does better than any other sport. So I'm delighted to be here. This afternoon I will be joined by Tegla to go and see the athlete refugee team, and that too is an important message for our sport globally. But to the 130 or so countries that are here, thank you. To the 800 or so athletes that are here, thank you. These will be a formidable championships. I'm told by my communications team that this will be streamed across 160 countries on the IAAF YouTube channel and Facebook channel. I hope I got that right, Yanni. Somebody who's technically challenged, I think that was pretty good. I deserve a round of applause for that. Thank you. But also to thank the organising committee, Jackson and the guys, for helping bring this to fruition, and particularly my team headed by Jose Maria, who is our delegate here, and I know has spent a lot of time amongst you. The feedback has been very positive. And let me also place on record my sympathies to the family and friends of the Chief Secretary, Cabinet Secretary, who so sadly passed away, who was so inseparably responsible for some of the security ambitions. I paid our respects and the respects of the Federation to the President this morning, so I wanted to place that on record. These championships are an extraordinary opportunity to watch the talent and the champions of the future. It's through this edition that Usain Bolt, Alison Phoenix, and other great athletes have emerged. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be uncovering some of the jewels of our future championships. Some of those athletes will be traveling to the denouement this season in London at the World Championships, where I was yesterday watching the anniversary games in the Diamond League. And I know, again, from our delegates there, that those championships are taking great shape. But it is really just to thank you, welcome you to this press conference, to thank the athletes for being here this morning, taking time out of their busy training schedules. We'll get you back on the track and in the field as quickly as we possibly can. And to thank Jackson and the guys for hosting us this morning. We're very grateful to be here. This is not a sacrifice. This is a labour of love for anybody that loves athletics, to be witnessing athletics in this nation that has made such an extraordinary contribution to the history of our sport in the last 30 or so years. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Seb. Thank you very much, Seb. If I can now please ask Dr. Hassan Warrior to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Mine is just to welcome back home Lord Seb Kaur, back home, because we believe the origin of mankind is Kenya, not South Africa. And I want to thank you very much for having the confidence in Kenya and for giving us this chance to host this great competition. With the local organizing committee and the steering committee and all of us, this has been a huge learning curve for the country. I think now we are ready for bigger things. Having had this experience and having this kind of facility uplifted to this level, we're looking into the future. And the future is probably having the World Athletics Championship or other major athletics championship in this country. Thank you for the love of Kenya. And one of the things that we'll be doing here is to invite all the heroes and the heroines of the past. So you may bump into people that you know. I think, for instance, Billy Conchella here, who cannot beat me nowadays, but was world champion. And so many people. We made an attempt to bring the heroes so that the youngsters can learn from them, can emulate them, can also meet them physically. So Lord Kaur, welcome to Kenya, and have a good time after this. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the local organizing committee, let me take this opportunity to welcome you to Kenya once again. I know you've been here before, and we are very delighted that you got a chance to come and see what we have prepared. You come and see what we have for the young athletes who are going to start their competition tomorrow. I know you have said that you have been with the Kenyan athletes for quite a long time, but allow me to introduce only four for now. Only four, those who started the athletics in this country. Nyandika Mayoro. Nyandika Mayoro was the first athlete to compete from Kenya here in 1954 during the Commonwealth Games in Vancouver, Canada. And he was the first one. And we are very, very grateful that he's here, and he's the one who showed the way. We have Billy Conchella, the world champion in 800 meters, who has won several championships, and he actually competed with the president himself. Thank you very much, Billy Conchella. We have Julius Kariuki, the gold medalist in the 3,000 meter steeplechase Seoul Olympics, 1988, and he is here among the others who have been here. We have Barnabas Korir, and just come, and Rose Tatamuya. Rose Tatamuya was the hurdler, 400 meters hurdlers for a very long time on the side of females. Barnabas Korir was in the university in America, and where he started running, and he had run with quite a number of other athletes. We have got other young athletes who are going to come there. I can see them, they are here, who have come to the press conference. But I thought it was important for you to see where we have come from. So we have started with a senior, and then we have come to the middle, and up to now we still have the young ones. So this is where Kenya started, and Mr. President, we continue. And we want to thank IAAF for giving us therefore this chance, not only to come and showcase what we have for the athletes here, but for us also to give back to what the IAAF and the rest of the world have given Kenya in terms of encouragement, in terms of participation. And so welcome all of you. I want to welcome all those who have come from other parts of the world. And I hope you are going to enjoy not only the championships, but of course the stay while you are here. I hope the weather is good for you. You enjoy the weather as well. Thank you very much, and welcome once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Jackson.